Today, we'll be talking about how to start a poultry business. Remember, we are entrepreneurs.ng, the number one plugin for all things entrepreneurial. Subscribe to our channel so you can get a notification whenever we put out the content. Get the 35 million business ideas and step-by-step guide on how to start them. Visit our shop at entrepreneurs.ng/shop to grab a copy. It contains 35 trending and currently most talked about businesses in Nigeria. Do you want it? Then head now to our shop. Running a poultry farm business is not only lucrative, but it can make you an employer of labor. That would be great, right? Poultry farming is an indispensable segment of agriculture and contributes over 25% of agriculture's GDP to the nation's economy. Despite the increase in the number of entrepreneurs investing in poultry farming, the demand for poultry products still remains enormous. This is because poultry meat and eggs are one of the most consumed animal proteins in Nigeria. So, there is need for more entrepreneurs to embrace poultry farming. Let's talk about poultry farming business. It is an art of rearing and breeding domestic birds for commercial purposes or personal consumption. It can be chicken, turkey, duck, geese, peacock, guinea fowl, and so on. Poultry can produce eggs, feathers, or serve as meat. Currently, Nigeria has the second largest chicken population in Africa after South Africa, produces 1,000 tons of eggs and meat, and contributes to the people's livelihood through numerous channels. Poultry farming provides income for families, employment that boosts the economy, manure for fertilizers, and investment opportunity for investors. More so, the high consumption rate of the end product of the poultry makes the success of the business guaranteed. Now, how do you start a poultry farming business? In this video, we'll explore just how you can start a poultry farm. It does not matter whether you have limited startup capital or not. You will learn how to start and grow your poultry farming business from the scratch. What are the steps? You need the business plan and business registration. If you're a regular on this platform, you should know by now that the first and foremost step to starting any business are having a business plan and registering your business with the appropriate authorities. A business plan lists your business objectives and strategies on how to achieve them. Also, a business plan is needed if you want to seek out investors. In addition, you need a workable business model with a clear means of generating revenue. You can reach out to entrepreneurs.ng if you want to write a business plan. Your business should be registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission. You can either register as a business name, limited liability company, or partnership. You may need to speak to a lawyer to guide you or reach out to Regalia, which offers business registration as part of the service. Having done that, the following step-by-step plan will guide you in effectively starting and running your poultry farming business. After drafting your business plan and registering your company, the next point is initial capital depending on scale. Poultry farming business can be capital intensive depending on the scale you want to operate. If you want to start small, you can start with as little capital as your savings can afford. Operating on a large scale requires hundreds of thousands to millions of naira depending on how big you intend to begin. The bigger you plan to start, the more capital investment you have to make. Simply put, what you put in is what you get out. Your location also matters. In poultry farming, location is an important factor. It has direct effect on your cost and plans. For instance, you can decide to start from your home if it's spacious enough, or buy a piece of land where you can rear thousands of chickens. More so, operating a poultry farm in a rural area far away from noise pollution is recommended, but you have to factor transportation and road network. A good road network ensures that you are accessible to buyers and it's easy for you to transport your products to the point of sale. Operating in rural areas helps cut down expenses and gives you access to cheap labor, so you need to choose what works best for you. In addition, you need to ensure you have access to clean water supply, electricity, and security for yourself and the livestock. The next step is to decide on the kind of poultry farming. After choosing a location, the next step is to conclude on the kind of livestock you want to rear. Basically, there are different kinds of poultry farming, some of which are chicken, quail, duck, geese, guinea fowl, squabs, turkey, broilers, layers, cockerel, and so on. The chicken is the most widely domesticated fowl. It is generally raised for its meat and eggs, and less commonly as pets. There are different kinds of chicken. we have broilers and layers. A broiler can be up for sale in about 2 months if well fed. Also, a layer hen can lay about 300 eggs in about 364 days before becoming weak and subsequently used for meat. Besides that, poultry farming can also involve hatchery and poultry feed production. The hatchery is an artificial control of eggs for commercial purposes, while poultry feed is the feed meant solely for poultry production. For birds to grow and be productive, they need to be well fed. Their feed must be balanced and nutrition-wise. Also, water is very important for growing healthy poultry. Therefore, clean water at the right quantity must be readily available. The next thing to consider is the housing structure. Depending on the kind of poultry, there are different kinds of housing systems you can create to accommodate the birds. For example, you can create a deep litter, half litter, half slats, and battery cage systems. The deep litter is based on the spreading of straw or sawdust material in indoor booths. The slated floor can be slated, iron rod, or wood rippers used as floor and about 2 to 3 feet above the ground level to enable droppings through the slats. There is also the combination of the slate and litter system where 60% of the floor is covered with slate and the rest with litter. The battery cages are made of metal in a modern system of housing. It is mostly used for laying hens. Rows and columns of identical cages are connected together and are arranged in units as in an artillery battery. The housing system can be grouped into 3: extensive, semi-intensive, and intensive. The extensive system employs the free-range system of housing. The free-range system is adopted only when the adequate land is available to ensure desired stocking density to avoid overcrowding. The semi-intensive is when birds are halfway reared in-house and halfway on the outside. And the intensive, birds are fully confined to houses either on the floor or on wire netting floors, in cages or on slates. Let's talk about the 35 women business idea. Have you gotten your copy yet? If you haven't, I do not know what you're waiting for. We've been saying this over and over again. Head to entrepreneurs.ng/shop to get the 35 booming business ideas and step-by-step guide on how to start them. In it, we talk about the 35 most lucrative businesses currently trending in Nigeria, so you can pick one and be on your way to becoming a most lucrative entrepreneur. Let's talk about the size of your workers next. The size of the farm and the number of chickens will determine the number of employees you need. Rearing 50 to 100 birds can be single-handedly done, but thousands require capable hands. Part of the job is to keep records. You need to keep records of everything from feed consumption rate to water consumption rate, even to mortality rate. The records come in handy when making future forecasts about your business. Your accounts need to be intact as well. You don't want to run into financial challenges. You have to decide whether you can handle these or if you will be needing capable hands. You also need a vet. A poultry can be susceptible to bacterial infection, pathogens, and viruses. So, you need the advice and consultation of a good vet right from the beginning of your venture. There are routine vaccinations and medications that poultry needs to stay healthy and productive. Many poultry farms have been wiped out in the past as a result of preventable diseases. Not doing the needful will see you losing your investment. Moving on to marketing. The work will not be complete if money does not exchange hands. You have to carefully think of how you are going to get people to buy your product. First, you need a website. Also, you need to have social media pages where you can communicate your brand offering. There are prospective clients online who can make orders online if you make it easy for them to do so. In addition, you need to print flyers and other marketing materials. Most importantly, you need to know who your target market is and where they are. They are in hotels, restaurants, supermarkets, and so on. These are the places you need to visit and distribute your marketing material. Also, your family, friends, neighbors, and any social association you belong to should know about your business. Their word-of-mouth advertising will do your business good. Let's talk about poultry farm equipment. Depending on your choice of poultry farming, there are several types of equipment needed to have a smooth operation, some of which will be explained right now. You need incubation equipment. Incubation equipment is used for hatching eggs for another production process. There are several types of incubator equipment like a setter, hatcher, compressed air system, emergency standby electric plants, hatchery automation. You can also get egg handling equipment. This includes hatching egg trays, egg washer, hatching egg transfer machine. We also have egg candler. This is a lighting device used for testing eggs to see the inside of a fertilized egg during incubation. There are two types, individual and mass candlers. You can also get heaters or brooder equipment. These are equipment used to provide warmth and light to rear the baby chicks during the first few weeks of life. They consist of some heating sources like reflectors. They are used to regulate the temperature level on the farm. Examples include gas brooder, stove, infrared bulbs, reflectors, guard, heaters, and so on. You'll also need feeding equipment. There are numerous kinds of equipment used in feeding the birds. They come in different shapes, styles, and designs. They are automatic feeder, linear feeder, circular feeder, small weight box. Another important one is your water equipment. Just like there are several feeding equipment, there are also watering equipment for supplying water to the birds. There are water heaters, softeners, and filters. They are water basin, pan, and jar type, nipple drinker, manual drinkers, and so on. Another thing you need to consider is vaccination. For treatments, there are syringes with needle or vaccine droppers, automatic vaccinator, and foul pulse vaccinator. Other equipment are beak trimmer. It is used to cut a portion of the beak in order to prevent cannibalism among birds. You will also need chick box to keep hens who are laying eggs. You need nest boxes to get clean eggs. You need weighing balances to weigh birds or feeds for record and marketing purposes. You need perches or roost, a wooden device usually kept at a height of about 3 to 5 inches from the floor in order to help the bird to stand over it. You need ventilation fan to control the temperature inside the farm. You need rake, made of iron rods and fitted with a wooden handle. It is used to rake the litter material in case of deep litter system overheating. You will also need sprinkler to cool the surroundings and roof of the farm during hot weather. You need sprayer for spraying, disinfecting, or sanitizing the farm area. And lastly, you need flame gun. You can also call it blow lamp to rid the building from external parasites, their eggs, and so on. Woohoo! There you have it, all you need to start a poultry farming business. Like every business idea we discuss on this platform, there are risks and the success is not guaranteed just by starting. There will be challenges along the way. It takes hard work, patience, determination, and the willingness to persevere to survive in any business venture. There is no jumping the rope. You need to start by doing the first things first. Register and structure your business. Also, it helps to start small so you can test the waters. So, are you ready to start? Do you currently run a poultry farm business, or are you thinking of starting one? We would like to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Do subscribe to get much more interesting content such as this. You need to give your business visibility today. Contact us to put your business on the world map. To understand these leads, one of them is the 35 Women Business Idea and step-by-step guide on how to start business in Nigeria. Remember, 35 Women Business Idea, the most talked about and lucrative business in the country. You can simply pick one and start your business immediately. The link also covers the ultimate legal guide to doing business in Nigeria. It covers 147 questions with all of their answers provided for you, and you get 7 free agreement templates for just 12,500 naira. Do you have a legal question to ask? Simply buy this guide. Visit entrepreneurs.ng/shop to get a copy. We also have consultant services. Would you like to talk to a consultant about what is going on in your business today? Simply contact us using the number on your screen and be on your way to being successful in that business venture. Follow us on all of our social media pages. You can follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and even Twitter. We will see you next time. Thanks, bye-bye.